On the evening of November 14th, 1907, lighthouse keeper Thomas Whitmore walked into the darkness at Blackstone Point and never came back. His replacement, Cedric Webb, was the last person to see him alive. And what Webb saw that night didn't add up. Blackstone Point was a lonely station on the New England coast, the kind of place where a man could spend 17 years doing the same job, watching the same stretch of water every single day. The lighthouse itself was old, built to guide ships through a treacherous maze of rocks and shoals. Whitmore had been the keeper for nearly 2 decades. He knew every inch of that tower, every quirk of the lamp mechanism. He was, by all accounts, a careful man, a stable man. That evening, Webb noticed something off. Whitmore was restless, anxious. He kept climbing the lamp stairs, checking the mechanism over and over, adjusting things that didn't need adjusting. Then, as the sun dropped below the horizon, Whitmore announced he was going out for air before supper. He put on his wool coat and picked up something Webb had never seen him carry before, a leather satchel. When Webb asked about it, Whitmore didn't answer. He took the eastern path, the one that wound down toward a narrow cove. It was a dangerous route in daylight. In darkness, it was treacherous. Black rocks, unpredictable tides, easy to lose your footing. Whitmore never returned. The next morning, his bed was untouched. His logbook lay open on his desk, current through the previous evening. The final entry, written in his own hand, read, "Saw it again. Tonight, I follow." They searched for 3 weeks, dragged the cove, found nothing. No body, no sign of him. The official verdict was accidental drowning, a man who'd lost his way in the dark and slipped on the rocks. But here's what didn't fit. A fisherman working the waters that night reported seeing an unusual light moving far offshore. Not reflected lamplight from the station. Something else. Something that moved in ways light shouldn't move. And Whitmore's bedroom window faced the opposite direction entirely. He couldn't have seen the cove from where he slept. 42 years later, in 1949, a leather satchel surfaced in a trawler's nets 20 miles north. Inside was a journal written entirely in cipher, and a photograph so strange that no one could explain how it had been taken. The journal has never been opened. What was Whitmore following that night? And what was in that satchel he refused to discuss?